Season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Utah Jazz. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, with David Aldridge joining us on the sidelines. Nothing quite like opening day here in the NBA. Clark, hard to beat a night like this one.
Kevin, sometimes it feels like summer lasts forever. But as soon as that opening tip is torn, it's time to hoop. Basketball is back. Clearly moving into the contact there. He wasn't planted or set.
Yeah, pretty obvious from where I'm sitting that the right call was made.
There's the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
And the defense wasn't horrible, but still, he's got to come through there. There wasn't enough resistance to prevent him from scoring that one.
And he gets it to go.
And, you know, Stockton is really clever when it comes to scoring inside. Not the biggest guy, but he finds a way to get the job done.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Eaton grabs the miss. Stockton with it. Malone, a screen on Grant. A shot by Stockton, no good.
Even though they came up empty, that's exactly the shot they want.
They'll take that kind of look every time down the floor. Hopefully with a different result next time.
Now here's Paxson. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Jordan. Launches it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Utah ball.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Paxson against Stockton. Pass to Malone. Over Grant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Few guys better inside than Karl Malone.
Jordan inside. Rebound, Utah.
And the shooter had really no airspace to get that shot off. That's good D.
Yeah, terrific defense. Doing a great job contesting without fouling.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Eaton. Nails the baby hook.
Eaton able to go straight through that interior defense to get the score, holding nothing back.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's how you run the two-man game. Nice shot.
.131 left in the first quarter. Stockton left side. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
That's normally one of his spots. And it was a quality look. Shame to see it go to waste.
Here's Pippen, and it's Pippen slamming it down.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Here is Stockton. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Here's Murdoch, guarded by Paxson. Here's Stockton. Lays it up and banks it in. Stockton's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you see Stockton's burst. It's deceptive but effective. He can leave you in a cloud of dust if you're not careful.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls, trailing by 4. Paxson outside. Cartwright the pass to Jordan. Over Stockton. It's hauled in by Brown. The Jazz have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Stockton. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Jordan inside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Jazz lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away. But the inside area is their territory.
Yeah, and another thing is they found the open man. Really being unselfish with the ball and making the extra pass tonight.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing.
The great thing about Pippen is his versatility. I mean, he impacts the game in every way. Defense, offense, boarding, passing, he does it all.
Jazz leading by 3. To the left side wing. Here's Bailey, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Working the screen game to perfection.
Yeah, Clark got him all the way to the rim.
Guys, late defensive rotation there. Done.
Now, here's Grant. Still scoreless. It's hauled in by Brown. Malone against Jordan, and the basket by Malone.
Great work from Malone, using his muscle to fight through the contact on the way up.
Quarter number 2, we're about a minute in. Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark. It's good.
Trying to extend this lead. Actually, they're doing more than trying because the lead is growing.
Well, this is a key part of the game. They're trying to get some breathing room.
Here's Cartwright, and the jam by Bill Cartwright.
And you know, Cartwright is just a little north of 7 feet tall, so once he gets great positioning, he's looking to throw it down.
Utah leading by 7.
Bulls foul. John Stockton. Second personal foul. First team foul. Jazz substitution. Eaton.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Murdoch. Malone a screen on Jordan. Shot clock at 5. And it's Malone missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Pippen, no luck. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The Jazz making a switch here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Jazz.
There's 1:54 left here in the second.
John Stockton.
On the wing, Malone. He's covered by Grant. They get it back. Here's Heaton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
So difficult trying to keep Eaton off the glass. Using his massive size, though.
It's deflected. And here we go. Stockton with it up court. Sinks that one from the post. Stockton's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah.
That's unselfish right there. Love to see him moving the rock like this.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. No good from Grant. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. The 19-foot shot, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Stockton's got 4 points this quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Defense tries a little too hard to stop Jordan, and he smartly draws the foul.
The Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, you make your free throws, and I think it helps your rhythm, too.
Bailey, he's checked in for Malone. And he sinks the second.
What separates Jordan from others, in my mind, is his singular focus. Nothing comes between him and the ultimate goal of winning the game.
Utah shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Free throw drops from Malone. And so he hits both.
And he's been locked in from the line, proving he's someone that you don't want to foul.
Look out!
How many other guys can do that? Michael Jordan, everybody. You can't top his showmanship.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game.
Love when he takes initiative like this because it forces the defense's hand.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Stockton.
John Stockton.
So he gets them both.
Tell you what, if you let me pick just one point guard to run my offense, man, you could not go wrong with John Stockton. He might be my first pick. He's a prototypical textbook point guard.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Malone. 7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. They grab their own miss.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And so it's the Utah Jazz sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from John Stockton.
He's cutting through the defense like it's butter.
Always in motion. Tough to stay in front of him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The shot by Jordan, no good. Jazz leading by 14. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Malone taking it to the rack and throwing it down. No layup here. That packs a punch.
The Bulls shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better.
Solid defensive effort. Putting in the work to protect the hoop and disrupt his shot.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That'll be his second foul of the game. All right, Clark, so the NBA is a quickly growing league. We can all see that. But what do you think is next as we look to the rest of the 90s?
Well, I tell you what, having pros at the Summer Games in Barcelona, that is going to be huge internationally. That's going to set the tone for decades ahead.
He's a pass-first point guard, but Stockton is a more than capable scorer and has a good understanding of when to go into attack mode.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
Bulls ball.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
Back to Malone, all alone. And it's Paxson with the rebound. Bulls trail by 18. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stockton. Malone with the steal. And Jordan sends it back.
With an incredible 4-foot vertical leap and that 6'11" wingspan, it's tough to get a shot over Jordan.
Bulls have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
First team foul.
That free throw, no good. And Clark, how about Dennis Rodman and what he's done the past few seasons? He averaged over 18 rebounds a game. It's remarkable. He did that last year.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy and insane, Kevin. I mean, Dennis has a purpose, and that's to battle for every rebound. He's got a gift and a knack for knowing when that ball is coming off. And I tell you, nobody pursues it any better than Rodman.
Bailey, he's checked in for the Jazz. Bulls trail by 17. Pass to Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. That's 10 points here for Scottie Pippen.
That is the sweet spot for Scottie, that mid-range game.
Here's Malone. He's got 6. 1:52 left in the third quarter. the steal. Here's Pippen, and Pippen slams it in.
Incredible two-way play.
Yeah, offense and defense.
Steals lead to points. The defense doesn't have time to get set.
Stockton against Paxson. Shoots from the baseline. The shot's good from Stockton. Stockton's got 4 points this quarter.
The quick dribble of Stockton. Ball handling 101.
They double him with Stockton. Pippen dishes to Jordan. Pocket 6. Picked by Cartwright. From down low. Cartwright. Rebounded by Bailey. Utah leading by 15. Stockton kicks to Malone. Here's Heaton. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Inside, Eaton can be merciless, playing over the defense and finding point-blank shots.
High arcing shot. And the jam by Karl Malone.
When you put in the work, you get the reward.
A big-time reward.
Punctuated by a monster finish.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Jordan can't get it to go.
Just unable to get into any kind of rhythm this quarter.
And that's the way it goes sometimes. But his team is doing what they can to try and get him going.
Third team foul. Substitution.
Here's Murdoch, guarded by Paxson. Benoit. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Jazz up 19. 2K Sports back in a moment. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And there's the drive. Murdoch, that's good.
Found the crease, took advantage, and got it in close.
And adds to this lead. They're having their way.
Paxson passes to Jordan. Picked by Cartwright. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Jordan with the layup.
You know, because Jordan is so spectacular, sometimes his strong fundamentals are overlooked. And he keeps it simple. Why get fancy when the pick and roll works like that?
Here's Murdoch, guarded by Paxson. Driving in. Here's Malone. And he banks in the layup.
I like that they're putting in the work trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bulls trail by 21. Grant with a screen on Malone. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Tries a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game.
Pippen with a really confident-looking stroke, taking full advantage of the short corner 3.
Jazz shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Here's Stockton. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Boy, they look confused and lost out there, just getting out-hustled every trip.
And there is no excuse for that. You have to show more heart when it comes to closing out plays. This is why he's a focal point of their offense, because they trust in his ability to shoulder them when needed.
Stockton looking around.
Bulls foul. John Paxson. 4th personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Grant against Malone. Into the lane. And the jam by Karl Malone.
They're doing absolutely everything they can to close the book on this one.
Yeah, the time on the clock and the numbers on the scoreboard are all in their favor right now.
It's Pippen on the way. This offseason, 10 teams making coaching changes, Mike, and the most in a few years. What do you think about this trend?
Yeah, believe me, I'm very familiar with it. Owners are impatient. They want winners now. So if you don't deliver quick, get that resume refreshed.
So how would you approach a job? Win now, or do you want to build, or do you get the assurance? Like, there's so many different factors here, the way you could, as a coach, go.
I would say that when you're in a meeting with your owner and general manager and they're telling you how they have great patience and they want to see you build this program, I think you nod your head yes, up and down. When you walk out of the room, you say to yourself, I've got to win games right away. Nothing to try and be opposite of those guys, but they sometimes have short memories. When it gets to the end of the year and the fans are impatient and the media is on you, they make a change rather than remember that long-term plan they talked about.
Good insight. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Fry. D right on him. Brown with a screen on Paxson. Fry dishes to Brown, and Brown throws it down.
This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout punch.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
Jordan with the bucket.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
Here's Fry. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Foul. Scottie Pippen. 4th personal foul.
That one is off.
13th foul. Shooting for Utah.
And the second free throw, good. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Pippen slams it in. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now, here's Fry, guarded by Paxson. Here's Bailey. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Jazz lead by 21.
What a performance tonight. A comfortable road dub.
These don't come too often, so you have to savor them.
Michael Jordan.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Well, Coach, this certainly was not the game that these fans or you and I came here to see.
No, sir. This was really a clinic put on at the fans' expense. Hard to have a good time when your team is just beaten out there.
But you and I had a good time nonetheless, didn't we?
We always do.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long.